Hi, I'm Phil Roundtree and welcome to the HowAudio.com podcast. Thank you for joining us today. In this edition, we're going to see a segment from our ProTools LE Fundamentals title with multiple Platinum Award-winning engineer Jeff Dykhouse. A little bit later on, we'll be checking in with Steve Soest, luthier and guitar tech, for a segment on pickup height adjustment. But first, let's check in with Jeff as he shows us a segment on Pro Tools on tracking and using playlists.
Now we're going to do a second song, so we'll get a new tempo for this song and we'll do a couple takes of that, see if we can get the perfect take. All right, let's go to our tempo marker here, click on it. We're going to change it for this take. So Travis, why don't you play us a little bit of this new tempo? Letter T. Looked like 126 was our tempo there. Thank you very much. Let's give it a try. And we are rolling. All right, I pressed the 7 key at the end there to cut off the click so it wouldn't bleed into the cymbals. All right, well, that was pretty good. A couple of issues in there, a couple of clams. You want to punch those in or you want to do another take?
I think if we do one more take.
One more take. All right, here we go. So let's make a new take. And when you're ready. All right, here we go. That felt like a little pretty good take there. What happened at the end?
The last note.
All right, should we punch in the last note?
Yeah, do it with the guitar for the guitar player.
For the guitar player, all right. So we will find the last note here. We'll turn off our tracking group. Go ahead and click on that down there.
I'm going to do something cool. I'm going to go to a chord at the end.
And let's find out where the trouble lies here. So we'll select just the area we need to get, that very last chord. All right, Travis, are you ready to punch in?
I sure am, Jeff.
All right, here we go. Oh, you'd like to hear what you're doing. Now, when I hit record, Travis couldn't hear himself, his previous recording, because we were on input-only monitoring. So we need to toggle that to auto input monitoring. Let's go up to the track menu, auto input monitoring. We'll select that, and here we go. 2, 3. And we'll let that thing fade all the way out. Very good. Let's check our punch in here. Turn off pre-roll. Sounds cool.
Thanks, Jeff. We'll be hearing more from Jeff in a future podcast with his GarageBand 3 title. Next up is our resident guitar tech expert, Steve Soest, with a segment on pickup height adjustment.
All right, the next thing in the sequence of the setup would probably be the pickup adjustment, especially on a guitar like this where you have 3 pickups and you have an actual magnet load. The pole piece itself is an actual pole magnet or rod magnet. So each one, this field on this one actually kind of radiates out kind of like a fountain. And what will happen is if the pickup is too close to the string, the magnetic field of the pickup can actually pull the string out of its natural rotation. So when you pluck the string like this, if you have this end of the pickup too close, especially on these wound strings where they have a lot of metal mass in them, it can actually be affected by the magnet pull. So you really need to be careful how close the pickup is to the string. It's not as critical on the high string, but it'll actually cause the thing to sound out of tune and create a false tone as you're playing up higher on the neck. So I usually start on a guitar like this at the bass end, which would be this side of the bass pickup, neck pickup, rhythm pickup. It's all the same. Different names for the same pickup. So what I like to do is try to get this thing down as close to the deck as possible. So drop it down so that's just peeking up a little over here. Also depends on your neck angle and your action and everything, but right now you want to get it down low there. Then what I do is on the other side of the pickup, I want it slightly higher. The finer strings need a little more help, so you need a little more of the magnetic field, and they're not as affected by the field, but you need a little help on the volume. So we'll bring that one up just a little bit. So the pickup will actually be slanted a little bit. You'll notice it's closer to the pick guard on this end than it is on this end. Then coming back to the next pickup, we want it up a little bit. As you get closer back by the bridge, there's not as much string vibration. If you look at the string here, you hardly see any movement, but up here it's really going crazy. So when you get back here, you need the pickup to be a little closer, so you get a little more volume out of it, and it's balanced all the way across. So this next one here in row, we want a little higher than this one. Bring that up just a little bit. And on these particular guitars, to raise the pickup, you turn the screw clockwise. To lower the pickup, counterclockwise, because it's screwing into the base of the pickup and raising it up. And then again on this end, we want to be a little higher than this end. So we're going to bring that up just a little bit, turning it clockwise, raising the pickup coil. It looks pretty good. And then we get to this back pickup. It'll be slightly higher on this end than this one. So you'll see it staggered. It'll start down low, a little higher, higher yet. And then on this side, we'll go over here and bring the whole thing up. The bridge pickup is the one that needs the most help because it's so close to the bridge, there's hardly any string movement like we said before. And that's looking pretty good. That was a little too close. You don't want to get too close and you don't want it touching either. And that should work out pretty good. Then once you're done doing that, you can plug it in and listen to this as you flip back and forth between the pickups to the volume. You might end up dropping this one a little and bring this one up to get them to match. You don't want to be up here playing really loud, then flip back to your lead pickup and have it be half the volume. So that's what you're looking for in the pickup adjustment.
Thanks, Steve. We'll be seeing more of Steve in future podcasts. Well, that about wraps it up for this edition of the HowAudio.com podcast. Be sure to visit us on the web for all your audio and music software training needs. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be seeing you soon.